พาปลปัตตาปัจเจกานันจะ
หนุ่มพี่ต้องนำสวดมนต์ปะ
อรหันตานันจะ
หนุ่มพี่มีนำสวดมนต์ปะ
นะรักขัง
จำไม่ได้
มิสัพ
ไม่ต้องมีปะ
โสสัพพพุทธานุภาเวนะสัพพธัมมานุภาเวนะสัพพสังฆานุภาเวนะสัทธาโสธีภะวันตุเต
สวัสดีค่ะ Good evening everyone and greeting to all venerable and DOU students from around the world. Happy Thursday. Hope everyone had a really
Thursday.
wonderful week so far. Okay, so our class today will have the three important paritta. So before I go to that, just would like to say hello and welcome everyone to DOU online course. We are learning about the translation of chanting of Pali to English. So all the protective chanting that we all learn together today is the final class. And we are currently live streaming from Thailand. Some of us may join from overseas as well. So we also broadcasting via YouTube and Facebook channel. So you can share the link to your friend, family, and loved one, so they can learn together as well. And as I mentioned, our class today will focus on the three important of chantings. And they are, let me have a look. The correct name is Jayaparitta. This is the first one. And the second one is SabbamangalaGatha. And the last one will be Dhajagga paritta. So our teaching venerable will share the meaning and the elaboration of the detail to all of us today. So before we officially get into the class, may I share you a little bit on his background. Our venerable teaching one today will be Pra Maha Dr. Wuthichai Panyavuddho.
ยาวไปอันนี้
So let me go through his biography with all of us. He ordained at Wat Prathamakai Temple since 2009. He stayed in Banghut for more than 19 years now, and his currently position is Director of DOU Coordinator Center of Thailand. Before he ordained, he earned the Master of Science in Business Information System, Virginia Commonwealth University, United States. And he also obtained Pali language study at level 3. And while he stayed in Banghut, he also pursued his Doctor of Philosophy in Buddhist Study, International Buddhist College at Chulalongkorn Ratchavidyalai University in Thailand. And let me share a little bit of his remarkable achievement with all of us. He is the chef of the Makaya Open University and also the coordinator Center of Thailand. He's the meditation instructor with Dhammakaya Meditation Center in Mexico. He also a mentor in Moral Dhamma training program for monks and lay people. Of course, he is a Dhamma teacher at Wat Prathamakai, Azusa, United States, and also a guest speaker for Dhamma teaching at I Monastery Project Thailand. That one is for international student or the monk who want to be a monk from both Thailand and overseas to join. And also, let me get through a little bit. He
ยาวไป
also
กลับ
be
พัก
an international program speaker of Dhamma talk
ตั
and
วก็เลย
meditation session both online and on-site for both monk and lay people. So with all that, he's had really remarkable and absolutely be success in their journey of monkhood. So, okay, I believe everyone are ready to learn a little more from him on the 3 chantings today. So without further ado, may I please invite everyone pay respect to Venerable Dr. Wuthichai together by bowing 3 times. Let's bow. Second bow and third bow. May I please invite Venerable Paramaha Dr. Wuthichai to begin the session by leading, paying homage to the Triple Gem. Thank you.
May I pay my deepest respect to the Buddha and the great masters. May I pay respect to all the venerable monks, and good evening, dear students and all participants. And welcome to this episode from Dhammakaya Open University. Today we will dive into 3 of the most frequently recited chants, especially in Theravada Buddhist tradition in Thailand. I have heard all these chants since my childhood, and believe that millions of monks and people in many countries have recited and memorized these chants for over 2,000 years. And their names are the Dhajagga paritta, the Jayaparitta and SabbamangalaGatha. If you are unfamiliar with the Pali words, don't worry. We'll unpack all of these words as we go. And by the end of this episode, and you know where they come from and what they mean, and probably the most important aspect is what they have offered to you, regardless of your background or your belief. And let me begin with, okay, by the end of this program, we will learn about the origins of each chant, the meanings of each verses, and how the chants would benefit you and the person who recite and the person who listen to these chants. I will begin with Dhajagga paritta. I believe that most or even all of Buddhists who chant, who have recited the chant, will have recited these verses before, without knowing the origin of the words, or so you may not familiar with the name of the paritta, but I believe that by the end of this program you will know that you have recited this verse for many times now. The Dhajagga paritta, or it means, the Dhaja means the banner or the flag or the standard, and Akka means the top or the crest. So, and paritta paritta means the prevention, chants. So altogether, it means the crest of the banner of the top, or the top of the banner, or the crest of the standard. And let's see. If you want to look at the original scripture, you may go to the Samyutta Nikaya and at Sakka at the Sakka chapter, and you see Sakka Samyutta, or the group of the story of Sakka. You know the Sakka, right? Sakka is the he's the king of the Deva, and other things are. And I'll go to the detail after this. And the name of the story is the crest of the standard. And the Buddha himself tells this story at Savatthi to the monks, the bhikkhus. And the story goes like this. The Buddha talked about the story of the battle between the Deva and the Asura. And for those who are maybe unfamiliar with the Buddhist story, the Deva is celestial beings, and then there are many levels, and the celestial beings in Buddhism, they are the people or the beings who have done good things in the past. Then they were reborn as a Deva, and because of their good deeds that they have done. But even in the heaven, they are still divided into different groups, and they still have the kilesa, or they have the hatred, they have the conflict between each group. So maybe around once a year, there's a battle. It's going to have a battle between the Sakka and the Deva, the Sakka Deva and the Asura. And it's hard to imagine what the battle in the heavens look like, but we may imagine that there are groups of the Deva and Asura coming to fight face to face. It's not like the modern war right now, like they have the drones or they have the missile, but you may imagine that this is the war between like hand to hand, like face to face battle. So imagine this: you are in the battlefield, and so before the encounter, they are facing the Sakka told his army that if fear or trepidation or terror should arise, on that occasion, you should look up at the crest of my banner. So the Sakkas may be like the top general. And for when you look up at the crest of my banner, your fear or trepidation or terror will be abandoned. So your fear will be disappear if you see when you look at the top of my banner. That's what the Sagga said. And if you cannot look up at the crest of my banner, then you should look at the crest of the Deva King, Pajapati's banner. So he's like another general in this battle on the Sagga side. So for when you look up at the crest of his banner, whatever fear or trepidation or terror you may have will be abandoned. And then if you cannot look up at the crest of the Deva King Pajapati's banner, then you should look up at the crest of the Deva King Varuna's banner. For when you look up at the crest of his banner, the fear will be abandoned. And if you cannot look up at the crest of the Deva King Varuna's banner, then you should look up at the crest of the Deva King's Isana banner. For when you look at the crest of his banner, once again, whatever fear or trepidation or terror that you may have will be abandoned. Those are the words of the Deva King Sagga. Then the Buddha continues telling the story. He said, Bhikkhus or the monks, for those who look up at the crest of the banner of Sagga, or the Lord of the Devas, or look at the banner of the Pajapati, or the banner of Varuna, or the top of the banner of Isana, the Deva King. Whatever fear or trepidation or terror that they may have or may not be abandoned. This is the word of the Buddha. And for what reason and why? This is what the Buddha said. For what reason that they may or may not, the fear may or may not be abandoned. Because the Sagga, the Lord of the Devas, is not devoid by lust, not devoid of hatred, not devoid of delusion. He can be timid, petrified, frightened, and even quick to flee. Then he continued, if you have gone to a forest, or to the foot of a tree, or to an empty hut, and fear, or trepidation, or terror should arise in you, on that occasion you should re-correct me thus. And here comes to the essence of this sutta or this paritta that you may have heard before. The Iti Bhikkso Bhagava Arahang Samma Sambuddho Vichacharana Sampanno Sukhato Lokavitu Anuttaro Purisa Dhammasarati Sattha Teva Manusanam Buddho Bhagavati. And I believe that you have learned the meanings of this part from the morning chanting and also from the evening chanting before. So maybe I will go just through this just briefly. So in this story, the Buddha speak to the monks that when you go for meditate in an empty house or in the forest and the fear arises, you should recollect to the Buddha the quality of the Buddha, from being arahant or the worthy, deserving, free from defilements, perfectly enlightened by himself, accomplish the true knowledge and contact, and so forth. For when you recollect me like this, the bhikkhus, whatever fear or trepidation or terror you may have, will be abandoned. So in this part, it is you may call the Buddhanusati, or recollection of the virtues of the Buddha. And this is a little question, little notice from myself, that the Buddha didn't want the monk to think of him as like he was a prince, he was a wealthy person, or he has perfect body, he's super rich. But this what the Buddha wanted the bhikkhu or the people to think of him as an arahant sammasambuddho, and all these qualities. So it's a little question for you and for myself, that how do you want people to think of you? Then he continued, if you cannot recollect me, then you should recollect the Dhamma. Thus, Svakhato Bhagavata Dhammo Santitiko Akaliko Ehipasiko Opanayiko Pachatang Veditapo Vinyuhi. And all that you might have learned before in the previous class. So it's Dhamma is well expounded by the Blessed One. Dhamma is to be seen for oneself. Santitiko. I will send the slides into the chat room, and then you maybe come back and take a look, revise on your own afterward. Akaliko is timeless or immediate in its results. Ehipasiko is inviting the one to come and see. Opanayiko is leading inward, or progressive, or worthy of being applied to oneself. pajattam vetitapo vinyuhi. And to be individually experienced by the wise one. So what is the Dhammas? The Buddhas told the bhikkhus to recall these virtues of the Dhamma. So the Dhamma can be, so this is your homework. So what is the Dhamma? It has so many meanings, and you may ask the AI or the Google and find out what the Dhamma is. Also, if from the textbook and from your experience, from the meditation experience, what is the Dhamma? And then for when you recollect the Dhamma, bhikkhus, whatever fear or trepidation or terror that you may have will be abandoned. And if you cannot recollect the Dhamma, then you should recollect the Sangha. And once again, what is the Sangha? The Sangha, there's different definition depend on the context or the sutta, that the story of what the Buddha is telling at the time. But in this particular sutta or story, he said that recollect the Sangha as thus: Supatipanno Bhagavato Sāvaka Saṅkho, Ushupatipanno Bhagavato Sāvaka Saṅkho, Jayapatipanno Bhagavato Sāvaka Saṅkho, Samijipatipanno Bhagavato Sāvaka Saṅkho. ยะที่ทางจัตตาริปุริสายุคานิปุริสปุคลาเอสะภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆอาหุนายโยปาหุนายโยทักกินายโยอัญชลีกาลนิโยอนุตตรังปุญญเขตังโลกัสสะ And they can be divided into three parts. First, is about the qualities of the Sangha, which includes Supatipanno, practice well, Ushupatipanno, practice straightly, Jayapatipanno, practice insightfully, Samijipatipanno, practice properly. The first part is about the qualities of the true practice. Then the second part of the Sangha is about who are these Sangha. He tells us in detail that includes Cattari Puri Sayukani, the four pairs of noble persons, Attapurisa Pukala, 8 individual noble beings. And what are those four pairs, and what are those, who are those 8 individuals? They are the Sotapanna's path and fruit, Sakadagami path and the fruit, Anagami path and the fruit, Arahat path and the fruit. So these are 8 individuals, or 8 individual noble beings. In this context, the Sanghas are these individuals. And then the Buddha talked about why they are worthy of reverence or to recollect. Ahunayo, Pahunayo, Takkinayo, Anchali Karaniyo, Anuttarang Punyaketang Lokassa. They are worthy of gifts, worthy of hospitality, worthy of meritorious offerings, worthy of reverence, salutation, and they are the supreme field of merit for the world. So, and that's about to the end of the sutta. When the monks recollect the virtues of the Sangha, the fear will be abandoned. And so what the difference is between the Sangha and the Buddha? In conclusion, the Sangha is still not devoid by lust, hatred, and delusion, so still feel timid, frightened, quick to fear. And in contrary, the Buddha is devoid of lust, hatred, and delusion, so he becomes brave, courage, ready to stand in place. And this is another, I think, important question for you. When life is in chaos, where do you look for, or where do you fix your gaze? What you are looking for to free your fear or terror? Because in our lives, we will experience in many times in our life that the things that will maybe seems to unsolvable, and it can shake our heart. And for example, one of my monk friends, he told me the story that he was in a car accident, and at that moment he felt like he only had 5 seconds to live, because the car was tripping over to the down to the hill. And this, what he recalled at that moment was the great master. So I believe that our life may have that experience, maybe not as fatal as he experienced, but it would be beneficial if you can find something or someone that you can look upon and can save your life. But for us, the Buddhists, what we should recollect is the Buddha, the virtues of the Buddha, the Dhamma, and the Sangha. Okay. น็อตเปิดไฟวิดีโอแรก
อิติปิโสภะคะวาอะระหังสัมมาสัมพุทโธเวชชาจารณะสัมปันโนสุขโตโลกวิทูอนุตตโรปุริสธรรมสารถิสัทธาเทวมนุสสานังพุทโธภะคะวาติสวากขาโตภะคะวตาธัมโมสันเทติโกอากาลิโกเอหิปัสสิโกโอปานายิโกปัจจัตตังเวทิตาโพเวนโยหิติสุปฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆอุชุปฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆญาญาปฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆสามีจิปฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆยะทิทางจัตตาริปุริสายุคานิอัตถปุริสปุคลาเอสะภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆอาหุนายโยปาหุนายโยทักขินายโยอัญชลีการณิโยอนุตตรังปุญญาเขตังโลกัสสติ
And now let's move on to the second chant of today, and is the เอาขึ้นหน่อยเอาพอขึ้นหน่อย and the name is Jayaparitta, and this is the extension from the Maha Jayaparitta, or the Pahung Sahasrabhamini. This is the latter part of the whole chants. It's called Jayaparitta. The meaning is very simple. Jaya means the victory, or the triumph. Okay. Oh, sorry. And is the extension of Maha Sabbamangalagathas. I think you have learned before the 8 victories of the Buddha, and this is the verses after the previous chant, the 8 victories. And it is interesting that there are 3 distinct stories in this one chant. It's divided into 3 verses. The first part is talking about the supreme values of the Buddha. The second is about the event, or the victorious event, and then the last one is move on to the totally different story, and we'll go into the detail. The first part of Jayaparitta is like this: the Mahakaruniko Nato Hitaya Sabbamaninang Puretawa Parami Sabbhapato Sampodhimutamang Etena Sajawashena Hotu Te Jayamangalagang. This is the first verses. The first part of this paritta. Let's go to the meanings line by line. Mahakaruniko nato hitaya sappapaninang means the Lord of the great passion for the benefit of all living beings. So in these chants refer to the great compassion of the Buddha. Then move on to Puretava Parami Sappa, which means having fulfilled all the perfections. So what is the parami? In here it says Puretava Parami Sappa. Okay. Sappa mean all, Puretava mean having fulfilled, and Parami is the perfections. So what is the Parami or the perfections? In Theravada Buddhism, they summarize the paramis into 10 paramis or 30 paramis, like the 3 levels of the 10 perfections, from the ordinary level into the higher level, Upaparami, and then to the Paramattha Parami, and consists of the Thana, generosity, Sila, the ethics, Nekama, renunciation, Panya, the wisdom, Viriya, the perseverance, the Khanti, the patience, Satya, the truthfulness, Atithana, determination, Metta, the loving kindness, and Upekkha, equanimity, at the 3 levels. So in this line, mention the fulfillment of the perfections. Then talk about the Patto Sampoti Muttamang. Attain of Pattos is reaching or attaining. Sampoting Uttamang. Uttamang means the highest or the top of the highest. Sampoting is self-awakening. The porting is also not only awakenings, also include the knowing the worlds. Porting means the Bodhi means the knower, like. Then after mentioning the great values, the holy supreme values of the Buddha, from the great compassion, fulfill all the perfections, and the highest self-awakening. Then to the last part, the etena satya vachena hotu te Chayamangala. Etena satya vachena. It means by this truthful utterance, may victory, auspiciousness be yours. Hoto means maybe, te means for you, and Shaya means victory. Mangalang means auspiciousness or the blessings. Etena satya vachena. by this. By this, Satya is the truthfulness. Vachana is the speech or utterance. So by speaking out these values of the Buddha with truthfulness, may the victory and blessings be yours. So another quick question is why the Satya or the truthfulness has mentioned many times in the scriptures, that it is so powerful that can in the story of the quail and the story of of the it mentioned in the paritta that chanted before this. So this is another time that or another time at the Onkulimala Thera story that they use the Satya to help and to prevent the fire and to help the lady with the pregnancy. This is another time that recall the power of the truthfulness. And move on to the second verse. This time move to the moment or the time that the Buddha become enlightened. Shayanto Podhiya Mule. If we can recall the story of the Buddha on the Enlightenment Day, so he is already defeat the Mara and become enlightened. So this verse, these verses talk about that event, victorious at the foot of the Bodhi tree. Sakayanang Nanti Watano, increasing the delight of Sakayans. Ewang Tawang Vichayo Hoti, may you have the same sort of victory. Very simple. Shaya Jayaparitta Apparashita Se Paravipokale Apekse Kesa Paputtanang Akapato Pamotati. So may you win. This is okay. This one part and this another. May you sometimes when they these verses are like the poem. So sometimes they have the last statement come first to emphasize. So on the undefeated seat at the pinnacle of the earth lotus expansion and the supreme coronation of all the Buddhas, he rejoiced in the utmost attainment. May you win victory, auspiciousness. And okay, this is also talk about the story of the Buddha under the Bodhi tree. That at this is something really interesting that from this line that and the seat or that the Buddha is sitting on is the place where all the Buddhas has also have this supreme coronation. So I don't know if you have been to India or to the Bodhi tree. So if you have a chance, you also have the program to visit this place. And it's something special about this place when I read this line. And we come to the last verses in this Jayaparitta. It moves on to different story and begin with Sunakatang Sumangkalang Sunakatang Sumangkalang Supapatang Suhutitang Sukhano Sumuhuto Ja Suyitang Brahmacharisu. So it means this time talking about the story about what is the good star or the good blessings, the good dawn, the morning, the good rising, the good instant, the good moment. Patakinang Kaya kammang waca kammang patakinang mano kammang panithite patakinang brahmacharisu patakina nikatawa nalapantate patakine. So as I mentioned, the each verse may switch a little bit to sounds like a poem. So this one talk about what is the when is the good moment, or when is the good star. Is when the rightful bodily act, verbal act, mental act, the rightful aspiration. Having performed these rightful deeds, they attain true success in their worthy undertakings. So it means whenever you do the good deeds by your body action, verbal action, or mental action, at that moment is the good star, the good blessings, the good dawn, the good rising, good instant, the good moment. So it's not about the star that create the good timing, but your action that create those good moments. By your own good actions right now, you have just made this very second the luckiest, brightest, and most blessed moment for your life. In Thailand, they use it when you move on into the new home, or having a new business, or even to the starting the marriage, and also so this is the chant for the new beginning. So you will have the it's more like a reminder that whenever you do these good things, and when you recollect the virtues of the Buddha, the Dhamma, the Sangha. And also when you have the truthfulness, the victory, auspiciousness will come to you. The last part that I mentioned in these Jayaparittas are from Puppangha Sutta or Supuppangha Sutta, or the good morning. And if we look at the whole sutta, maybe you understand more why when you understand the context of this story. The mendicants, those sentient beings who do good things in the morning by way of body, speech, and mind, have a good morning. And those sentient beings who do good things at midday by way of body, speech, and mind, have a good midday. And those sentient beings who do good things in the evening by way of body, speech, and mind, have a good evening. And here comes the verses that are part of the Jayaparitta. Sunakatang Sumangkalang Supapatang Suhutitang, that I explained before. And also the last part of this suttas, also the chant that the monks in Thailand use many times, but not in Jayaparitta, is Te Athalata Sukhita Virunha Puthasasane Aroka Sukhita Hota Sahasape Yatipi. So this is another blessing that until after those explanation of what the good timing is. Oh, nowเปิดไฟล์2เลย
มหาการุณิโกนาโถหิตายะสัพพปานินังปุเรตวาปารมีสัพพะปัตตุสัมโพธิมุตตมังเทเตนะสัจวัจเจนะโหตุเตชยมังคลังชยันตัวโพธิยามุเรสัพยานังนันทิวัตโนเอวังตวังวิชโยโหหิชยาสุชยมังคะเลอปราชิตปัลลังเกสีเสปทวิโภคะเลอภิเสเกสัพพพุทธานังอาคาปะตัวปโมตติสุนาคาตังสุมันคลังสุปาปาตังสุหุติตังสุขโนสุมุหุตัวจะสุยิทังพรหมจาริสุปทาคินังกายกรรมังวาจากรรมังปทาคินังปทาคินังมโนกรรมังปณิทิเตปทาคินาปทาคินานิกตวานลปันตาเตปทาคิเต
I'll wrap up a little bit. So the true victory and blessing grounded in the truthfulness, and also the true victory and blessings tending to your own daily actions. And now we move on to the last but not least. We'll hear this blessing all the time, even to the also in this program, and also when the monks give you blessings after you do the food offerings or in the morning or at lunch. Is a SabbamangalaGatha, or Sabba mean all, the Mangala is the blessings or auspiciousness. And they consist of 4 parts or 4 lines. First is Bhavatu Sabbamangalaṃ Rakhantu Sabba Tevata Sabba Putthanupavena Sattha Soti Bhavantu Te. The second time, the second round is Bhavatu Sabbamangalaṃ Rakhantu Sabba Tevata Sabba Dhammanupavena Sattha Soti Bhavantu Te. And the third round, Bhavatu Sabbamangalaṃ Rakhantu Sabba Tevata Sabba Saṅkhanupavena Sattha Soti Bhavantu Te. So the Bhavatu means may there be, Sabba means all, Mangalaṃ means blessings, Rakhantu means protection, Sabba means all Tevata, by all the Devas, the celestial beings. And then Bhavatu Sabbamangalaṃ. May Sabba mean all, may they all be. Mangalaṃ, the auspiciousness. And what is the auspiciousness? So you may recall that you have learned before the 38 or Mangala Sutta, from Mangala Sutta, the 38 auspiciousness or the 38 blessings, which explain the progressive of a good life. So I will not go to the detail, but this is like to refresh your memory, that when you listen to the blessings and mention the Mangala, it means these 38 blessings. From improving your social environment and personal capabilities, the family and work harmony, social contribution, to the mental purification, higher evolution, and the secure, peaceful mind. That's the first line. The second line is the Rakhantu Sabba Tevata. May all the Devas protect you. Because this is like the wrap up of the preventive chants that have expounded before. In the very beginning of the preventive chants, the Paritavana Metang Sameta Patanta, that's their inviting the Devas to come and listen to the Dhamma. And so at the end, in this very end chapter, so they ask for the Deva, all of the Deva, to protect you. And then the third line is recollecting or recall the Sabbaputtanupavena, or by the power of the Buddha, the power of the Dhamma, the power of the Sangha. Sattha Soti Bhavantu Te. May safety and well-being always be yours. Sattha mean always, Soti mean well, safety. Bhavantu means may you be, may be, Te is yours. So this is like we cannot find the origin of who's composed these verses together, but this is to me this is very well deliberate piece of art and with the perfect conclusion. And the repetitiveness is not redundancy. It's like to more like a resolution, or to make it become true. It shows the true intention of the Sangha, of the monastic community, or from the monks who give this blessing to the people who are offering the necessities to the Sangha. And this is really a beautiful piece of art for me. And so in Thailand, this chant serves as the final benediction of ceremonies, even after teachings, and to conclude the event. If you have a chance to join the this I don't know if you know the hymn, it's Koenka. Since after the 10 days vipassana meditation, he would give this blessing. เปิดไฟ3 minutes.
May you all keep on growing in Dhamma. May you all keep on glowing in Dhamma. Bhavatu Sabbamangalang. Bhavatu Sabbamangalang. Bhavatu Sabbamangalang.
Okay. So how this just a few second benediction transform our life. At the very end of Mangala Sutta, those who act in this way are invincible everywhere. And everywhere they go in safety, these are their supreme beings. So, what Buddha said is, all these blessings, all this safety or preventions, it begins with your own action. And also in Vimuttayatana Sutta. So as today is the last day of the program, the Buddhist chants with translations, I'd like to conclude the program lecture in the lecture session with this sutta. Why we do chanting, or we do the recitation of these the suttas or these verses. I'd like to conclude with this sutta. In whatever way the bhikkhu recites the Dhamma in detail, as he has heard it and learned it, in just that way, in relation to that Dhamma, he experiences inspiration in the meaning and inspiration in the Dhamma. And as he does so, joy arises in him. And when he is joyful, the rapture or the piti arises. And for one with a rapturous mind, the body becomes tranquil. And when when a person tranquil in body feels the pressure, sukhang veteti. And for one feeling pressure, the mind becomes concentrated, or the samadhi. So, to be easily understand, after the reciting the Dhamma in detail and experience knowing the meanings, you will feel the inspiration. After inspiration, you will feel joy. After the joy, the piti will arise, the rapture. After the piti, your mind become calm or tranquil. And then you will feel the sukhang, or the pleasure, happiness. And then becomes concentrated. The samadhi will arise. And this is the third basis of the liberation. So, there are 5 ways, 5 different activities for vimuttaya or vimutti, or liberation, by hearing the Dhamma, by teaching the Dhamma, by reciting, contemplation, and meditation. And so in this program we have done all this together. And I hope that after the program you will contemplate on what we have learned. And also, as we have meditated together every day, I wish you the liberation to you and to the people of the world. จบแล้ว เปิดไฟอันสุดท้าย
Jayaparitta, the 12 Victories Protection
มหากาลุนิโกนาโถหิตายะสัพพปานินัง
The Buddha, our protector, with great compassion for the welfare of all beings,
ปุเรตวาปารมีสัพพะปัตตัวสัมโพธิมุตตมัง
have fulfilled all the perfections, attained the highest self-awakening.
เทเตนะสัจวัจเจนะโหตุเตชยมังคลัง
Through the speaking of this truth, may you have a victory blessing.
จยันตัวโพธิยามูเลสักยานังนันทิวัตโน
Victorious at the fruit of the Bodhi tree was he who increased the Sakyan's delight.
เอวังตวังวิชโยโหหิชยาสุชยมังคะเล
May you have the same sort of victory. May you win victory blessings.
อปราชิตปัลลังเกสีเสปทวิโภคะเล
At the head of the lotus leaf of the world, on the undefeated seat,
อภิเสเกสัพพะโพธานังอาคาปะตัวปะโมต
เทแล้วก็จบเลย
consecrated by all the Buddhas, he rejoiced in the utmost attainment.
สุนาคาตังสุมังคลังสุปาพาตังสุโหติตัง
A lucky star it is, a lucky blessing, a lucky dawn, a lucky sacrifice.
สุขโนสุโมโหตัวจะสุเยธังพระมจาริสุ
A lucky instant, a lucky moment, a lucky offering.
ปทาขินังกายกรรมังวาจากรรมังปทาขินัง
A rightful bodily act, a rightful verbal act,
ปทาขินังมโนกรรมังปณิทิเตปทาขินัง
a rightful mental act, your rightful intentions.
ปทาขินานิกตวานลพันตาเทปทาขิเต
With regard to those who lead the chaste life, doing these rightful things, your rightful aims are achieved. สัพพมงคลคาถา Verses of excellent blessing.
ภวตุสัมภมังคลังราคันตุสัมปเทวตา
May there be for you all blessings. May all the devas protect you well.
สัมปพุทธานุภาเวนัสสัทธาโสทิภวันตุเต
By the power of all the Buddhas, ever in safety may you be.
ภวันตุสัมภมังคลังราคันตุสัมปเทวตา
May there be for you all blessings. May all the devas protect you well.
สัมปธรรมานุภาเวนัสสัทธาโสทิภวันตุเต
By the power of all the Dhamma, ever in safety may you be.
ภวันตุสัมภมังคลังราคันตุสัมปเทวตา
May there be for you all blessings. May all the devas protect you well.
สัมปสังฆานุภาเวนัสสัทธาโสทิภวันตุเต
By the power of all the Sangha, ever in safety may you be.
อิติปิโสภะคะวา
อะระหังสัมมาสัมพุทโธ
Such indeed, he is a blessed one, a worthy one, a rightly self-awakened one.
เวชาจารณสัมปันโนสุขโตโลกวิทู
consummate in knowledge and conduct, one who has gone the good way, knower of the cosmos, unexcelled trainer of those who can be taught, teacher of human and divine beings, awakened, blessed. The Dhamma is well expounded by the best one. Apparent here and now, timeless, encouraging investigation. Leading inward, to be experienced by the wise for themselves. The Sangha of the Blessed Ones, disciples who have practiced well. The Sangha of the Blessed Ones, disciples who have practiced directly. The Sangha of the Blessed Ones, disciples who have practiced insightfully. The Sangha of the Blessed One, disciples who have practiced with integrity. That is, the 4 pairs, the 8 kinds of noble ones. That is the Sangha of the Blessed One disciples. Worthy of gift, worthy of hospitality, worthy of offerings, worthy of respect. The incomparable field of merit for the world.
And now I'd like to invite you to meditation session. To share our merits from learning the Dhamma of the Buddha, from purifying our mind, I'd like to invite all of us to share these merits to the great masters, to the people of the world, your loved ones, and all beings. Softly close your eyes down. Allow your physical body to feel comfortable and relaxed. If you feel comfortable, you may rest your mind at the center of the body. You may recall the Buddha image. Or the great masters. Then allow the feeling of peace and calmness to arise and expand naturally. Allow this feeling of peace and loving kindness to expand, reaching out to everyone, to all beings. May this peace energy reaching out to our loved ones I'd like to invite you to share these merits to the great masters, หลวงปู่หลวงพ่อคุณใหญ่ May they all be well. May they all be happy. May I be well. May I be happy. Sabbhe Buddha Palapata Paccekanan Yang Palang Arahantanan Te Shena Rakhan Pantami Saphaso Te Atalata Sukhita Virunha Buddha Sasane Aroka Sukhita Hota Saha Sapphe Hiyatipi Sabba Buddhanupavena Sabba Dhammanupavena Sabha Sankhanupavena Satha Soti Bhavantu Te.
Thank you very much to Venerable Dr. Wuthichai for sharing your wonderful wisdom and knowledge with all of us. And this is the last class that the Venerable had concluded is very wonderful already. So next class is going to be the exam preparation, and it will be leading by Venerable Dr. Wuthichai once again. So hopefully everyone can come and, listen to the exam guidance from Venerable. So it's a good chance to get into, preparation on the examination itself. And thank you so much, everyone, for joining today. Hope you all enjoyed the session and able to apply all the protective chanting that we have learned since day one until now into our daily practice. I believe it will help a lot in terms of, protecting in all kinds of obstacles that we have in life. All right. And before we wrap up the session, may I invite everyone to pay respect to our Venerable Teaching Monk by bow 3 times. First bow, second bow, and third bow. All right, everyone. Looking forward to see you again, and have a great day, great night, wherever you are. Take care. Bye-bye.
หลวงพี่ต้องมาปัดชิมอีกรอบป่ะ วันไหนอะไม่เห็นก็รู้เลยฮะเท่าไหร่นะ19ปั๊บยัง19 อาทิตย์อ่ะ19นี่ทำอะไรบ้างไงปัดชิมเนี่ยยังไงกันแน่สอบวันไหนนะ6-7 ติวใครติวพี่หมอบุ้งเหรอใครเลย